Good morning. And today I want to remind you that the universe will always support you if you're trying to create something to increase the consciousness of this world. That's one of the reasons why I keep saying get out of the default mode and create. And when you start doing that, you're going to realize how much we are holding back. You understand? Like what change or what enhancement of consciousness in this world can you do with your creations? See, anybody who is seeking the support of the universe will always get supported, I believe, if they are trying to do something which makes an impact in this world, which makes a difference in this world. Whatever you need or whatever you require for making that difference in this world will come to you. Now, if you are living at survival, and it's surprising how survival, different levels of survival, they show up. You think you are creating something, but it's only a higher level of survival. So survival is of many kinds, no? So how many kinds of survival do you think there are? Survival of you as a physical being. Yeah. Survival of yourself as somebody you think you would like to be. So shall I say the survival of the ego? Survival of the image that you want to show people in this world. So what I'm beginning to discover is that everything that has to do with myself, directly or indirectly, is likely to be a survival activity. So ask yourself this question: why am I doing what I'm doing? Why am I doing what I'm doing? And see what interesting answers are going to come out. Why am I doing what I'm doing? Kishore. Just give me 30 seconds while you answer that question. All right, so are you getting some interesting answers? Yes, go ahead, Reddy Garu.
Yes, good morning, sir. In a routine way, whatever I'm doing every day, I'm doing so.
I know. For whom am I doing it? For what reason am I doing it? That is a question. Why am I doing what I'm doing? Why is the question.
I'm doing for myself, for family, for everybody in my life.
Well, check it. How much that everybody is coming into the picture? Myself and my family. Survival.
Yeah.
Okay, let us listen to others as well. Thank you, Reddy Garu, for starting it off. Why are we doing what we are doing? You've written it down, na, the answer. Why am I doing what I'm doing? Yes, Neeti.
So, while the first reaction is it is bringing back what all I am not doing, but it is also on deeper introspection. I am also realizing what I am doing is I have started on the journey of a better self, which eventually I desire would contribute in a larger way. So I can only say that, it is the first crawl maybe is where I have reached or
No,
where I am.
That's all right. That's all right. I get it. So you want to become a better self.
A better self where contribution is on a different scale. Contribution need not be in materialistic things. Contribution can be on energetic things. Contribution can be in feelings, in emotions, in support, in a whole lot of other ways that it just gives me a feel I'll explore as I go along.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. I understood that. But I'm wondering why all this was required to be said.
Can I, sir?
Alone.
Yeah, 1 minute. Let me complete with Neeti.
I'm just
Think about what I just told you, Neeti. Ashok ji, go ahead. And then we'll come to you, Abhinav. I'll come back.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, sir.
There are expectations of a family, friends, and society from me. So the basic need is to satisfy their expectations from me and to be called by them that, oh, he is a gentleman, he is a helping man, something. So basically,
so I'm doing it for me so that people say that I'm a helping man, is it?
I'm a helping man.
So comes back to yourself, right?
Yes, it comes to back. Selfish. Everywhere it is a selfish motive to be the best person
Sir, label
on the
earth. Aisa label And see, let us not make ourselves wrong for it. Let us not
But
make
it comes back
wrong.
to me. Everything
So now let us see. It comes back to me.
Yeah.
And
sure.
I'll talk a little bit more after some time. Let other people finish. It definitely comes back to me. And the moment it comes back to me, that's where the problem begins. There's nothing wrong. You are always going to be there, right? But let's see. Yes, Abhinav.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. I don't have a very great answer to give because what I noticed is I'm only reacting to what is happening around me. So where is the real Abhinav Mathur? I don't know.
Abhinav, what is the question that I asked?
You ask, why are you doing what are you doing? I'm just reacting. Someone says something, I will react to that. Someone says something, I will react to that.
यार जीवन में कुछ तो कर रहे हो ना? You're doing something in life, yes or no?
Yeah, I'm doing something in life.
Yeah, why are you doing
But
it?
I'm not living out of possibilities. I'm just living out of
that's not the question. I'm not asking you what you're not doing.
Yeah.
Your answer is a good one. I like it. But why are you doing what you're doing? जो कुछ भी कर रहे हो जीवन में क्यों कर रहे हो भाई?
With survival.
नहीं ये तो आप सोच के बताओ जरा. सर्वाइवल तो बड़ा अच्छा चीज है क्योंकि आप इस फोरम में हो तो सर्वाइवल तो बोलोगे ही.
Yeah. Technically sound answer.
अब क्यों? Why am I doing what I'm doing?
Yeah. Okay, I will think more. I'm thinking more.
Then answer because you know why you're doing what you're doing. हर आदमी को पता होता है क्यों कर रहा है वो. Why one fellow will say कि रोटी कपड़ा मकान,
हाँ
और अभी
Thanks,
अशोक जी ने बोला कि भाई ताकि
Yeah.
मैं लोग बोलेंगे मैं हेल्पिंग आदमी हूँ.
हाँ. I'm similar to what Ashok said. Abhinav is a nice person, but trying to prove
लोग
that.
कहेंगे, are you getting it? So
Yeah.
good, fantastic. Anybody else wants to say anything? Let's listen to Kunan Saab. Kunan ji, why are you doing what you're doing?
Yeah, very good morning,
Even-
sir.
Yeah, Mani.
Well, my answer to this question is something which very personal to me. So it might be taken in a different way, but from the worldly affairs, to feed the people around me, to help the people around me, to ensure that I do fulfill my responsibility, so that I feel contented. Thank
Okay,
you, sir.
thank you very much for the answer. But you notice how many me's came into it.
Yeah, is there.
है ना? That's where I'm coming to. That's where we might be limiting ourselves.
Yeah, but my next level of thought is something else. So
तो वो
That's
भी
right.
बता दो. नहीं, let's take the basic reason. Next level. अच्छा वो भी बता दो. Next level of thought. See, first of all, one thing I want to say to everybody: let us not make ourselves wrong. Okay, there's nothing wrong with saying or even operating like this. That I'm doing it for me. Because you will always be there, no? I mean, you are an infinite being. But our concept of me is a little small, maybe. All right, anybody else? Why are we doing what we are doing? Yes,
Because
Priya. Priya had raised her hand, so I'm asking her.
Sir, I believe for myself, just अपने लिए कर रही हूँ बेहतर.
Okay, Diakuddin.
yeah, I feel we already set some commitments towards ourselves, towards family, and so we just need to satisfy that needs and to go forward with the flow most of the time. That's I feel.
Yeah. I mean, that is the truth for most people. And first of all, there's nothing wrong with it. But because your concept of me, your concept and my concept of I or me is involved, there is a limitation which comes along with it. Because we are very rarely going to create something which will go on even if I'm not there. See, people who are creating institutions, right? People who bring about massive change in this world, they are interested in the change being there, whether they themselves are there or not. Right? And they are not worried about themselves because they know that me is a part of we. Think about that. Me is a part of we. Because if I bring about a transformation in this world, I'm also living in it. Na? So my focus will shift out from only me and mine and what people think about me, etc., to something with, I mean, that purpose which is greater than I am. So I think this is how I would like to articulate it. If my purpose is bigger than I am, that if fulfilling my needs, my family needs is not the prime importance, but creating something for the we, like WEV, If I take care of the we, me will always be taken care of. So that worry will never be there, that concern will never be there, the survival level thinking will never come. Because you know that if I take care of the we, me is just a part of the we. Or if you want to accept that you are an infinite being, then an infinite being includes everything and excludes nothing. That includes himself also. See, the moment I say me, it is me versus me versus होता है ना हमेशा. There is a polarity involved in it. मतलब मैं तो कर रहा हूं और मेरी जरूरतें ऑटोमेटिकली पूरी हो ही जाएंगी. जब दुनिया बदल जाएगी तो बदली हुई दुनिया में तो मैं भी रहूंगा ना. And I call that the better selfishness, you know. Please be selfish. Selfishness is to understand that if I make the world a better place, I'm doing it because I also live in it. You know, yesterday I put an image on WhatsApp in the EMC group. How many of you saw that image? I really resonate with that image.
Yes, seen that about the tree, planting trees without
Yeah,
knowledge, we will be
exactly.
there.
Rabindranath Tagore said, the ones who plant the trees knowing that he or she will never sit in their shade, at least has started to understand the meaning of life. रहे ना रहे हम महका करेंगे. तो कुरैन जी बहुत बढ़िया शायरी है ना. रहे ना रहे हम महका करेंगे, बन के कली बल के सवा. That's the creation I'm talking about. If my focus is not from the me, but if it is from the we, if me is secondary to the we, maybe we can do some real creation out there in this world. Now, I want you to look at the practical world. Why don't we do something for the we? Because the me concerns always come up. अरे बड़ा देखो Abhinav, you know that in 1982 I quit my multinational job and I joined, you know, an organization. And I was doing in Bombay some miraculous results because I was never bothered about me. And the me was getting taken care of. I just jumped out into the world. But later on, more and more of this me, my family, mera kya hoga, what are we doing? That started coming in and life became more difficult. When I was not thinking about these things, life was going very easy. Every result was coming. Everything was getting taken care of in a miraculous manner. But at some point of time, we get conditioned by the world and we give up on that dream or that selfless action, jisko hum bolte hain. But I believe that there is no selfless action because then universe takes care of it. Some of us are really blessed, you know. हमारे ऊपर भगवान की मेहरबानी है. Like अभिनव साहब हैं हमारे, उनको ऊपर वाले की मेहरबानी है. I mean, his needs will always be taken care of. Well, his needs of 2 generations in his family will be taken care of. So actually देखा जाए तो you have no survival fear. So what are we afraid of in life? अगर आप check करेंगे तो survival of my ego is very important. So that makes me unhappy. See, there are many people I know very well They have no more survival needs. They have made enough money. They have enough money. Family has got enough money, blah, blah, blah. Roti, kapda, makan, comfortable life, all the, comforts of life is never going to be a problem. You know that. And still, the survival thinking continues. So let me ask you a question, guys. What are the symptoms of survival living? कैसे पता लगता है कि हम survival living कर रहे हैं? How do you know? Yeah, Reddy Garu.
Sir, as I said, when you do the same thing every day as a routine manner, you are in a survival mode.
Yeah, but my question just now, the last question, can you answer that one, please? How do you know what are the symptoms of being in a survival mode? One of the symptoms is what you are telling. You're doing only routine every day, habitual actions. That is one sign and symptom. What else? There are many other signs and symptoms, no? You know it. You know the answer to this very well. But it's not coming to your mind at this moment. That's all right. Priya?
I'm in always judgment mode.
Yeah,
Always
definitely.
complaining. अरे ऐसे क्यों हो रहा है, ये क्यों हो रहा है? And
Exactly.
my circumstances takes over my choices. So ये situation में ऐसे ही होना चाहिए तो मैं ऐसे ही करूँगी.
Yeah. So repeat all these 3 points one more time, slowly, so that everybody gets it.
Okay, so first is my judgment, that, and another is my situation takes over my choices. So I'm left with only decision making. In this situation, I have to take this decision because then only I'll be able to survive.
Then only I'll be safe.
Yeah, then only I'll be safe. So yeah, that is there. And most of the time I react to a lot of things. कि किसी ने गुस्सा कर दिया, ऐसे कैसे कर दिया? मेरे कोई वैल्यू नहीं है क्या? I was doing so much and there's no respect for me. So yeah, all of these things.
Yeah, then fear, suspicion. We are suspicious of some people.
Self-doubt.
We have doubt, we don't trust people.
That is also there.
You got the answer perfect. Or you said it on behalf of everyone, I think. Thank you very much, Priya. Yes, Neeti.
Sir, I'd just like to add one more thing is living short term, planning short term in a cyclic manner. ये घर हो जाए, ये गाड़ी का EMI pay off हो जाए. These immediate needs, ये थोड़ी सी saving हो जाए, instead of thinking beyond the next 3, 5, 7 years. Property, yes, is a longer investment, but then the thought process remains very small with it.
So
living within short goals is another default symptom.
Absolutely. You will never think about what difference can I make in this world. By being in this world, how will I make this world a better place? These kind of thoughts will never come. Your mind will say, usko chodo, pehle apna EMI bharo.
Right.
Usko chodo, ek din डांट मत खाओ. है ना? उसको छोड़ो, एक दिन तारीफ ही सुन लो. And that's one good symptom to note, no, that we are more interested in short term, and all of them would be survival goals, no?
Yeah. And they are all linked to a social acceptance, social status somewhere at the back of our mind. It is all linked to that. मैं i10 कैसे खरीद सकता हूँ, मुझे बड़ी गाड़ी खरीदनी होगी, second car has to be bigger, third car has to be an SUV. And
and why do we want to do that? Why do we want the world to appreciate?
For to feel accepted and feel appreciated by the world.
Yeah, so that's all part of the survival, no?
The I factor, to stand out that I have achieved, I have grown.
Yeah, I have grown because the world says so.
Yes, the herd mentality.
हाँ वो ठीक है, the world has to say so. मतलब कि I am not going to define whether I am successful or not. The world has to decide. If so, many people here, Abhinav, कुछ समझ में आ रहे हैं?
हाँ मुझे समझ में आ रहा है, मतलब my experience is similar to what the last two ladies shared, कि it is मतलब I don't matter, the world will tell me कि मैं क्या हूँ, क्या कर रहा हूँ.
हाँ, so but there are two ways of looking at it ना. अगर ऐसा है,
Yeah.
so let us
हाँ.
create a
And
world.
मतलब even my quality of life is depending on others. मतलब मेरे हाथ में तो कुछ है ही नहीं. My happiness, my satisfaction is dependent on others. अगर सुखदीपक जी बोलेंगे अभी तक you are a great guy, then I will feel good. And if someone says कि you are a shit, then I will say कि yes, I am a shit. I may defend it. I may fight with him. अंदर से लेकर हाँ मैं तो हूँ shit. So that is what is happens.
Yeah, but उसका opposite side ये भी है कि if the world is going to define me, then I'll do something so great for this world that the world will ask me to define them. कुछ लोग करते हैं ना.
हाँ कुछ लोग see people will win Paramveer Chakras also in order to prove, in order to look good. Yeah, why not?
That's different. I'm saying if you really forget about the world and what they say, will it allow you to create more things in this world or not? That's what I want you to think about. See, what Niti said is many of our survival requirements are coming from wanting to prove to this world that hum bhi kuch hain. Right? But suppose the need to prove to the world is not there. Okay? मुझे अगर दुनिया को कुछ दिखाना नहीं है, and I'm just doing something to create something in this world, then दुनिया क्या सोचती है वो मुझे कभी रोकेगा नहीं, क्योंकि मुझे जो क्रिएट करना है मैं वो क्रिएट करूंगा. और अगर दुनिया इतनी जरूरी है मेरे लिए, तो मैं दुनिया के लिए क्या कर रहा हूं? मैं तो अपने लिए ही कर रहा हूं. क्योंकि लोग जो दुनिया के लिए करते हैं उनके बारे में भी लोग कुछ बोलते रहते हैं. I mean, there are people who have done great things in this world and people talk nonsense about them also, no? But do they care about that? So first thing to remember is that our survival needs, our basic survival needs are not too many. You tell me, what is the basic survival need for a person like you and me? हम गांव में नहीं रहते. Let's listen to Vetri. Thank you, Abhinav. Anything else you want to say, Abhinav?
No thanks. Yeah, today's discussion was very much needed for me.
All right, very nice. Thank you very much. Vetri?
Sir, the answer to the question from my side, what is the symptoms of survival living? All purpose and outcome lead to my happiness, not for others.
Yeah. And is your happiness not important? It is also important.
Yeah.
See, we think that if I work for other people's happiness, then I may lose my happiness. Suppose that is not a concern at all.
Yeah.
Suppose I know that my happiness is going to be taken care of anyway. Then will it be a concern for you?
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely.
Because I am always included in everything. See, if you stop thinking about me and you think about we, but you are also part of the we, no?
Yeah.
But we forget that sometimes.
Can I add one more point, sir?
Yeah, definitely.
I just read it somewhere, but it is so apt and amazing discussion. It adds value. He is asking a question. Are you in the part of constructing the cathedral church? Why they are asking?
Cathedral, yeah.
Cathedral. Why they are asking is when it has been constructed, there are different generations have been involved. The person who is working on the construction may not see the outcome of it. He will not live enough to see how it is going to look like, how people are going to benefit it. But there is a sense of satisfaction that I am in the process of constructing this phenomenal structure. Thank you very much.
Yep. The context will change of living your life. Mr. Stephen Covey brought this out very beautifully. Yes, Narayanan sir. Major sir, please go ahead.
Okay, 1 minute. So one is a lack of focus, survival mode. We don't focus. Second is short-term achievement, or rather short-term going on to the world. They think only of 1 day, 2 days, or 1 week, or 1 month. That's all. So they don't plan behind. They don't plan ahead. These are the 2 points. One is lack of focus and living every day as if today is the last day. They don't think of tomorrow. That's it.
Yes. True. Thank you very much for sharing it. So now
Welcome,
question is, all that we talked about, so what and now what? Kunen, go ahead.
Yeah, for me, other reason coming to me other than what people shared here is I don't know that I don't know is a big area. And since I don't know that I don't know, I'm just surviving. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thanks. So coming back to, suppose we just focus on creating something in this world, right? And we give up our concern about I and me and mine. And why should you give up the concern? Because your I and me and mine is going to be taken care of anyway. Can you trust the universe for that? Because if you cannot do that, your survival thinking, your survival living will always keep you away from the abundance that you seek. And sometimes I wonder, do we really seek abundance? Or are we just seeking just enough to survive? Are we really interested in creating more than what we are having? So think about that. That if I give up my concerns about me, my ego, myself, and what people will think about me, and my personal survival, if none of these concerns are there, what would you be creating in this world? So you think about that today as you go about whatever you're doing, and you go about having the best day of your life today, and don't let anything take away from that. Have the best day of your life today. All right. So time for some Shahiri, not Shairi, Shahiri. So let's start with Kamal Ji. Kamal
Good morning,
Babu.
sir. Yes,
Good
sir.
morning.
Good morning, all. Good morning. Thank you, sir. Thanks for this wonderful things. अभी वो थोड़ा सा आप बोल रहे हैं कि गिल्ट नहीं आना चाहिए, बट कहीं ना कहीं वो छोटा गिल्ट तो जरूर आ रहा है कि क्या कर रहे हैं हम,
अगर गिल्ट भी छोड़ दें तो
हाँ,
क्योंकि एक चीज याद रखो, गिल्टी फील करने की जरूरत नहीं है, क्योंकि मी इज अ पार्ट ऑफ द वी. इट विल ऑलवेज बी. But what we have done is we have made the me bigger than the we. So we don't create anything in this world. मैं थिंकिंग ये है कि पहले अपना कर लो भाई, बड़ी बड़ी बातें छोड़ो. बट अपना तो कर ही रहे हो और हो ही रहा है. What is the problem with अपना?
सही बात है. थैंक यू सर. ठीक है, एक शायरी का एक बाबा बुल्ले शाह का एक कविता थी, विच इज मोर ऑन मी ओनली, सेल्फिशनेस. वो कहते हैं कि जहर वेग के पीता ते की पिता, जहर वेग के पीता ते की पिता, इश्क सोच के किता ते की किता, दिल दे के दिल लेण दी आस रखी, वे बुलिया प्यार भी लालच नाल किता ते की किता.
Exactly. There's a beautiful song on Coke Studio based on this Bulle Shah's. Have you heard that one?
I didn't heard, but yes, बुल्ले शाह की कुछ शायरियां हैं बढ़िया, poems हैं, बहुत अच्छी हैं.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Open the eyes.
Absolutely.
That's from my side.
Mind-boggling.
Thanks.
Thank you very much for sharing it. All right, next we have Vetrivel and next we have Kunain.
So today I want to share something important related with friendship. It says, செயற்கரிய யாவுள்ள நட்பின் அதுபோல் வினைக்கரிய யாவுள்ள காப்பு. The best thing to make for a person is make friendship. And that is the best fort when you are in problem. So when we start about talking about we, the friendship comes into picture. So thank you.
Yep, thank you so much for sharing that. And Kunain.
यस सर, थैंक यू. अर्ज किया जनाब के दुनिया की हर जंग वही लड़ सकता है, दुनिया की हर जंग वही लड़ सकता है जिसको अपने आप से लड़ना आता है, जिसको अपने आप से लड़ना आता है. और अर्ज किया है कि पर्दा जब गिरने के करीब आता है, पर्दा जब गिरने के करीब आ जाता है, तब जाकर कुछ खेल समझ में आता है. पर्दा जब गिरने के करीब आ जाता है, तब जाकर कुछ खेल समझ में आता है.
That's really a very, very profound one, Kunain. You know? Really beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Have a great day.
You too. Shanti ji, go ahead. Today we will allow you to speak only if you are going to unmute your video.
Yes, sir. I was reminded of Tirukural. It is செயற்கரிய செய்வார் பெரியார், சிறியார் செயற்கரிய செய்யலாகாதார்.
That means?
I want Ms. Vetrivel's help, sir. Is it the right one for this?
Yeah, absolutely, Madam. Shanti, Madam, thank you very much. I'll try to, we have agencies, still I'll try. The great people will do always great things. Normal people who always survives can't think of doing great.
Absolutely. That's so beautiful. And you know what? The question coming to my mind is, what will happen when you recognize your greatness? Because we all are infinite beings and we are great. We just refuse to recognize it. Sometimes I feel we are afraid to recognize our greatness. Because if we are great, we'll have to do great things, no? And we may be afraid of that. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you very much for being with us on this wonderful morning. Enjoy yourself, have fun. Like really have some fun today, all right? Don't start brooding. Bye-bye. God bless you.
Thank you. Bye.